Hello everyone, Turtlelags here, bringing you another Reverse 1999 video. For those of you Kaalaa Baunaa enjoyers out there, I have a special treat for you all. I will be showcasing not one, but two free-to-play Kaalaa Baunaa teams for you to enjoy, as well as one whale account Kaalaa Baunaa team. So, if you enjoy content like this, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's begin. Alright guys, so the first free-to-play friendly team I want to showcase is Kaalaa Baunaa, Sonetto, and Balloon Party. Sonetto is a fantastic mineral support because her buff lasts for 2 turns and increases the damage output as well as mitigates damage for all your allies. Additionally, she is able to disarm with her level 2 or higher commandment debuff, which will interrupt the enemy's attack incantations. And then Balloon Party is a fantastic mineral healer who is fairly easy to obtain given that she is a 5-star unit for free-to-play players. And then Kaalaa Baunaa, we're going to run her on the Luxurious Leisure. And Luxurious Leisure is Kaalaa Baunaa's best in slot because every time you cast an ultimate, it builds up a stack that increases her ultimate damage up to 3 stacks. If you missed the version 1.1 due to maybe being a newer player, you can do some decent damage still with Hopscotch. I don't think the damage differential is that different. Maybe you'll clear like a turn or maximum 2 turns slower. Hopscotch is great because incantations will hit harder, and you will be casting a lot of incantations with Kaalaa Baunaa. And then in terms of other honorable mentions for supports, Anna and Lee is one support if you lost a 50-50 to her. Beacorn Bloom, of course, is another fantastic support, although likely you might be using her on another team for free-to-plays. So I think for the purposes of this showcase, I think Kaalaa Baunaa, Sonetto, and Balloon Party is a very good team to showcase, especially since this is a dedicated mineral team. Let's go ahead and start the showcase.
May the peace be with us.
I want to emphasize 2 things here. Firstly, for this Limbo 6-2 boss, you want to take down this wall first because on the first round, which would be right now, as well as every 3 rounds thereafter, this wall will grant Lilia a buff that will significantly increase her mental defense. So given that your Kaalaa Baunaa is a mental DPS, you really want to take down this wall before round 4. That way the absolute mental defense is not reapplied to that opposing Lilia for 3 turns. Another thing I want to mention is Kaalaa Baunaa, you really want to get her ultimate up on round 3 because you want to really rack up the ultimate stacks. Realistically, if you do a good rotation, you can get her ultimate up round 3, round 5, or you could even do like round 3, round 4, and round 6. But realistically, it's usually round 3, round 5, and round 7. And then also, the Sonetto buff is something that you can apply round 2, that way the buff is still up when you cast Kaalaa Baunaa's first ultimate. And make sure you target correctly.
Your ending as expected. Hope I remember.
And try to save for reshuffles whenever you can because RNG can work against you sometimes. Although in this case it worked out pretty well. So what I'm actually going to do is sometimes, let me see, let's get the buff off, we'll do this, and I could either do more damage, I guess we'll just do more damage, it's fine.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city. It's happening. Realm turns into reality.
Okay, this was what I was worried about. Okay. How do I want to do this? I'm going to reshuffle.
Be faithful to the choice of fate. Your ending is as expected. Everything has its cause.
By doing
and
it
effect.
this way, we can reasonably get the ultimate up for Kaalaa Baunaa again next round. Or next round, rather.
It's happening. Hope I remember her.
Okay. So now the wall's down, so we don't have to worry about another mental defense buff on Lilia. Okay, so let's go ahead and reshuffle again. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do, we want to get the ultimate
Your
up
ending is fated, as expected.
for Kaalaa Baunaa, so we'll do that
Hope I remember
rotation.
her. Realm turns into reality.
And so as you can see, even though Soneto is not level 60, it's fine because I'm not using Soneto to do damage. I'm really using her for the buffs. And I just need her to be tanky enough to survive Limbo 6-2, which she's doing pretty well. Soneto is a fantastic defensive support. Okay, so this works out perfectly. We'll go ahead and buff. We'll
Be
attack
faithful
and
to the
attack.
Your ending is fated.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Everything has its cause and effect. Hope I remember her.
Good damage. Okay. I think I have enough to reshuffle. I do. Ooh, nice.
As expected.
Oh, wow. Okay, that actually worked out quite well.
Hope I remember her.
The fastest I've cleared with this team is 8 rounds. I wonder if I can clear in 7 with this. Oh, I might be able to. I might be able to.
My sword sharp.
Be faithful to the choice of fate. Your ending.
So there was a
is
little
fated.
bit of RNG there, but it
And
worked
this
out.
is an alien city.
Everything has its cause and effect.
So as you can see with Soneto, I'm pretty much just buffing with her, letting my Kaalaa Baunaa do the rest of the actions. Beautiful 7-turn clear. That's actually the first time I've accomplished this.
Time to say goodbye. Don't miss me, really.
And so as you can see, Balloon Party, I think even if I had her at I3, she would have done negligible damage. Kaalaa Baunaa is dealing most of the damage here. I'm very happy with that showcase. That was pretty awesome. Alright guys, so this is the second free-to-play team that I want to showcase. This, I think, is very realistic for a free-to-play player who skipped Melania and Pickles for a guaranteed Tooth Fairy, and who, in picking Kaalaa Baunaa, they probably selected her either due to her being the one true waifu, or because maybe for the beginner banner, the 30-pull banner, instead of Eternity, you got Regulus. I think it's also reasonable that maybe while pulling for Tooth Fairy, maybe you lost a 50-50 to Regulus. And I think Regulus is the next viable support for Kaalaa Baunaa if you don't have Pickles, because Regulus is action point generous with her ability to generate Moxie in the form of Restless Heart. Basically, she does not act for 1 turn. You generate a stack of Restless Heart, and at Inside 3, when you cast an incantation while under the Restless Heart, that status is dispelled and you gain 1 Moxie. Regulus also has some synergy with Tooth Fairy, because with Tooth Fairy shredding crit resist, as well as Regulus easily exceeding crit rate of 100%, under Restless Heart her ultimate is going to do additional damage. So I'm really excited to showcase this team with you all because I think this is very realistic for a free-to-play player, and I think the synergy is there. And my Regulus I'm going to run on Thunderous Applause. I'm still going to run Luxurious Leisure and Kaalaa Baunaa. And Tooth Fairy I'm going to run on the Inquisitive Deer. Let's go ahead and get started.
I thought it was an academic debate.
So same strat here, except this time I'm going to be having my Regulus build Moxie. So I think what I will do, let's go ahead and fuse to generate 1 Moxie there. We'll go ahead and cast 2 incantations from Kaalaa Baunaa, focusing down that wall. We want that wall down before round 4. Okay, so I think what I'll do, let's do it this
Your
way.
ending is fated.
Oh, I just thought of something. I was thinking that I could cast her ultimate next turn, but it's fine. Should be fine. We want to take advantage of the Restless Heart stack to build 1 extra Moxie for Regulus. Because Regulus is a fantastic sub DPS, we want to get her damage out there as well. Okay, I was not expecting that. So we definitely want to reshuffle at this point because we want to make sure that Kaalaa Baunaa gets her ultimate up. And one thing to consider here is that we want to generate Restless Heart for Regulus again, so we're going to hold off on the ultimate. So I think the optimal play is going to be something like this.
Your ending is fated.
Let's do that.
Please, don't resist.
Good damage.
Realm turns into reality.
Perfect. Okay, so that wall is defeated. We don't have to worry about the buff again. Okay, now we're going to hit pretty hard. So we'll do this.
To the choice of fate.
Go ahead and fuse. Generate 1. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let's do it this way. Ultimate, ultimate, and then we'll fuse for 1 additional Moxie. Regulus. This is the first ultimate we've cast for Kaalaa Baunaa.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release!
And Lilia has really high crit resist. I cannot seem to crit on Lilia. Okay. So next we'll go ahead and reshuffle.
As expected, your ending is fated. Try this. Realm turns into reality.
Okay. So there's a part of me that wants to reshuffle. But I think this is fine, actually. Hopefully I don't regret this. Let's see. I'm going for a round 7 kill here. I won't be able to reshuffle next round, so...
They're just little games.
Try this.
Left
I
hand
might
up.
regret my decision.
Now right hand up.
It's okay.
No worries. Be faithful to the
Are
choice
you
of
ready
fate.
to be blinded?
Thank you for your cooperation. Everything has its cause and effect. Try this.
Okay, so a turn 7 clear.
How much naughtier
That's
than
actually the
generations
same speed as the other free-to-play team. Okay, and this is around the ratio that we would expect in terms of damage output. Kaalaa Baunaa dealing about 70% of the damage, and Regulus dealing about 24% of the damage. I think in terms of how the rotations feel, I think that this team might be a little more challenging just because we know that Regulus can provide more value than Sonetto. And even though Regulus, you act every other turn, but getting the rotations down in such a way that the ultimate is cast under Clarified or under Restless Heart, I think takes a little bit of thinking. But I think overall this team feels pretty good, and I think, performed quite well. Okay guys, now on to my most favorite Kaalaa Baunaa team, Kaalaa Baunaa, Pickles, and Tooth Fairy. I think this is likely not a free-to-play friendly team simply because the order in which we got the limited characters, quote-unquote limited characters, were Melania first, then Pickles, then Tooth Fairy. So to have Pickles and Tooth Fairy back-to-back, a lot of people skipped Pickles to guarantee that they got Tooth Fairy. And so for this reason, this team combination probably is more obtainable for light spenders and whales. As many of you know, Pickles has one of the best synergies with Kaalaa Baunaa, with in addition to them being mental damage dealers and sharing the same mineral Afflatus, Pickles is able to support Kaalaa Baunaa by offering a a damage boost for the party for 2 to 3 rounds. In addition, Pickles is able to generate Moxie with fewer actions, which allows your Kaalaa Baunaa to cast more incantations. And this is in the form of Pickles' Clarified Topic. So, because we want to have our Kaalaa Baunaa on Luxurious Leisure, I'm going to have my Pickles on the Brave New World. Let's go ahead and showcase this team. Alright, so I do want to generate one more Clarified Topic stack, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just act with Kaalaa Baunaa on that wall. We really need to take down that wall.
Realm turns into realm.
Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to reshuffle for more Kaalaa Baunaa incantations.
Your ending is fate, as expected. Hope I remember her. It's happening. No!
Stop.
Okay, we want to make sure we take down that wall before round 4. So let's go ahead and reshuffle again. Okay.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Your ending is fated.
Sorry, doing some thinking. I feel like the more options you have, the more you have to think.
Realm turns into realm.
Okay.
Be faithful to the choice of fate. Your ending is fated. Everything has its
So
cause
this
and
is
effect.
Kaalaa Bauna's first ultimate.
Realm turns into reality.
Dealing good damage there. So most of the time it's going to be a 6-turn clear with this team from my experience. Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity to reshuffle my cards. Ooh, okay.
As expected.
So we'll have 2
Try
ultimates up. So this will definitely guarantee that we... Oh, yeah, finish on a 6-turn clear. This should do it.
No!
So we'll cast Pickle's ultimate first. Kaalaa
Be faithful
Baunaa.
to the choice.
and
Your
then
ending
this.
is fated.
I have a P5 pickle, so okay, wow, that was a bit overkill. But alright, so this is how a whale Kaalaa Baunaa team looks like. Kind of insane. I've actually never gotten a round 5 clear with this team against Lilia. It's just with how the ultimates line up, I think round 6 is pretty much the most realistic. And hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. Alright guys, that wraps it up for our Kaalaa Baunaa showcase. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm curious to hear, what kind of supports and healers are you surrounding your Kaalaa Baunaa with? I would like to know in the comments below. If you enjoy content like this, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys. Bye-bye.